Welcome to the journey of discovering 5 lesser-known facts about one of the most influential figures in history, Abraham. Did you know that Abraham was not always called Abraham? His original name was Abram, which means exalted father. But when God made a covenant with him, he changed his name to Abraham, meaning father of many nations. This name change was not just symbolic. It was a promise of legacy, faith, and future generations. Names in biblical times carried deep significance, and Abram's transformation into Abraham marked the beginning of a divine mission. Sometimes a name is not just a name, it is a declaration of purpose. When we think of Abraham, we often picture him as a humble nomad walking under the stars. But did you know that Abraham was incredibly wealthy? Genesis 13 verse 2 tells us that Abraham had vast amounts of silver, gold, and livestock. His wealth was not just a measure of material possessions, it was also a sign of God's favor and blessing. But Abraham's wealth never defined his character. He remained faithful and generous, even offering Lot the first choice of land when they parted ways. True wealth is not just about abundance, it is about stewardship and faithfulness. Hospitality is a virtue celebrated across many cultures, but Abraham took it to extraordinary heights. In Genesis 18, Abraham welcomed 3 strangers who turned out to be divine visitors. Without hesitation, he rushed to offer them water, shade, and a sumptuous meal. This moment was not just about food and shelter, it was a divine appointment. One of the visitors announced that Sarah would bear a son. Abraham's act of hospitality opened the door to a miracle. Many know Abraham as the father of nations, but fewer know him as an intercessor. When God revealed his plan to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham stepped into a bold conversation with the Almighty. With humility and courage, he pleaded for mercy. Abraham's intercession teaches us about compassion and courage. He was not pleading for cities, he was pleading for people, lives, families, and souls. True leadership means standing in the gap for others, even in their darkest hour. This is perhaps the most famous yet misunderstood story of Abraham. God asked Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. It was a test, not just of obedience but of trust. Abraham walked up that mountain with unwavering faith, believing that God would provide. Abraham called that place "the Lord will provide" because in the end, God did. Faith is not just believing in God's promises. It is trusting Him even when the path is unclear. Abraham's life is not just a series of stories, it is a legacy. 5 key lessons: a name with purpose, wealth with humility, hospitality with sincerity, courage in prayer, and trust in sacrifice. These lessons are not just ancient, they are timeless. Which of these lessons speaks to you today? Thank you for joining us. Subscribe, share this story, and let Abraham's legacy inspire your faith journey.